and then we can go.
All right, sweet. So we're live. What's going on, everybody? January Patreon Hangout number 1. We were just talking right before we went live here. I wanted to say, though, so you said I can't use the word swole because that's your word. Well, here's the thing, though. Check this out. over the course of the past, like, 3 weeks, I have had an innumerable amount of people tell me that my white card has been revoked. I've been excommunicated from whiteness.
Really?
So, yeah, oh, yeah.
How does that even work?
Yep.
Have you become recently melanated?
Like, what? Because, like, y'all can, like, kill, like, 20 people and still keep it.
Jeff,
What?
That's already the blackest human being.
I can't anymore. Now I'm terrified of cops. I don't know what the fuck to do.
To be fair, you did have dreads.
Did have dreads.
Yeah.
That's true. But I mean, if
that's cultural appropriation, sir.
As soon as you culturally appropriate someone, you've automatically revoked your white card.
Well, remember,
it
can't be appropriation if you're not white. So if he's missing the card, you should be good.
That's what I'm curious about. I mean, like, the default of not white is not black. So, but like, if I'm no longer white, if I got kicked out of the white club, then what does that make me now?
The fake whites.
Jeff, you've been promoted from white to white.
Oh God, no! I don't think so. I don't think they want
me. Okay.
That happened like that one Chappelle Show episode. So like, we need to have a draft. And then, like,
Are you familiar with Mitch Hedberg?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love this.
I use Noxema to wash my face. I'm not white. I am off-white. Jeff, you are now officially off-white.
I guess I'm off-white now. All right.
Jeffrey, you're Argentinian. I told you. We are the fake whites. We pretend we are white, but we are the darkest, brownest motherfucker ever.
I'm gonna have to like tan or something now. I'm gonna have to go like Dolezal just so I can have racial identity.
They have a spray for that now.
She lives up there near you, doesn't she?
Yeah, I mean, do something different.
Yeah.
Be like purple or something.
Yeah, blue man.
Like, I would try to claim you for the black people, but like, legally, I'm not allowed to do
like
that.
David Cross and
Right.
You
I'm
can be like David Cross.
You can't be white. You can always be Canadian.
Whoa. Like there are other steps between, like, before you have to go Canadian. He's not at rock bottom yet.
Right.
I'm insulting on his behalf for that. Like,
I thought one of the criteria for being Canadian is getting cucked, like, constantly.
Yes.
No, only for government leadership.
Mad.
Or I forgot, you have to let Anita Sarkeesian cuck you, and then you can become Canadian.
Again, only if you want to run for the prime ministership. That's it.
Okay.
Fair.
Everybody else is more or less okay. It's the leadership that's a bit of an embarrassment right now.
You know what's weird is I was looking on Twitter today, and I think it was MomBot went and looked at how Jonathan McIntosh had been doing over the past year. Because I mean, it was always a meme, like, you know, oh, Anita fired you, so you're never gonna go anywhere. Go and like look at what he's been doing. His Patreon is fucking hella popular. His videos are blowing the fuck up. Like, I don't know how this fucking happened.
Wait, who?
Jonathan McIntosh, Radical Bites.
Full Mac.
Yeah, Full Macintosh apparently works on YouTube. I guess. I don't know.
It's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
What are his videos even about? Are they the same shit as always?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're exactly the fucking same. Like, I'll look up some of the titles.
As a Thunderfoot called it, he's a pork chop. He's a potato head.
Are all of his insults food related? Because if so, I'm gonna get hungry.
Where is
he gets $3,000 per video? Over 1,000 patrons. What?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's crazy.
I need to become a feminist.
Yes, dude. I guess that's what it takes these days. I don't know. Oh, I'm blocked. I can't see his fucking.
I can do it.
Why are you even surprised, dude?
I really
seem shocked about it. Like, oh shit.
Okay, fuck this shit. I'm going inside. I can't speak. I'm muting all the time. This sucks. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't know why he hasn't blocked me yet.
Okay, so
say about masculinity according
to
the gender. What the hell?
Yeah, Pop Culture Detective. He's got 226,000 subs. He's got shit like The Case Against the Jedi, The Complicity of Geek Masculinity on the Big Bang, The Adorable Misogyny of the Big Bang.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Fuck
Predatory Romance and Harrison Ford movies.
I kind of want to see what happens if you give Jonathan McIntosh steroids.
I don't know.
So basically, this guy is just looking way too far into fucking movies.
Everything.
Jesus.
Well, don't you not remember? Every white person is racist. Every cis person is transphobic. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Not the Anita quote, though. The Anita quote was the everything is sexist, everything is homophobic, everything is racist.
I was doing the Milo one, so I forgot,
That's the one.
I forgot Sarkeesian, so.
No.
No, dude, it was a mashup. It was a mashup of the two. Didn't you realize?
That's a scary concept.
Yeah.
Milo Sarkeesian.
Can you imagine that? Holy shit.
Don't even, dude, that would fucking terrify me.
Dude, it went black and white. Hold on.
Just
there
Milo with
it's
two
color
earrings.
again.
Problem solved.
Black and white.
And more flannel.
Fuck! I still haven't been able to fix the webcam.
For Jonathan McIntosh to be called out as a like some sort of like closet sexist like most other kind of
Oh, someone's getting Burger King?
What?
I am.
Lucky bastard. I want Burger King now. Shit.
Well, it's too fucking bad. Go get Burger King, then. You fucking bastard.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
I still want
Let your dreams.
I mean, I was friends with an anarchist in high school, and he would literally call like everyone a fascist, and it was the most annoying shit ever.
I honestly still want him to get busted for like sexual harassment, and then he has to go out there. I choose to live as a cunt man. Some shit like that.
Oh,
yeah,
Kevin
I saw
Spacey.
the meme about that like a little while
No,
ago.
Okay, go.
Jonathan McIntosh. You want him to get busted, but you choose to live as something else. I'm choosing to live as a skinny man.
I wish.
So have you guys seen a movie called Martyrs?
Martyrs. That sounds really familiar.
It's about a little girl that was tortured as a kid and then escapes and can't stop seeing like this dead girl and goes on a revenge plot or whatever.
No.
The whole time.
No. It's been on one of my lists for a while to watch, but I haven't seen it yet.
It's a French film. You can watch it on YouTube for like $1 or $2 or whatever. It's pretty fucking good, and it's fucking horrifying though. It gets a little weird towards the end, but it's basically Hostel but better, because Hostel is a terrible fucking movie.
Isn't there like a French movie about a guy who like smells somebody and like keeps trying to like recreate their smell in a perfume? It might be called Perfume. Is the movie called Perfume? Okay.
Yes.
Does that one get weird? I feel like it gets weird.
That sounds like it's already
probably
weird.
Does.
I mean, like wanting them like smell people isn't horribly weird. I don't know. I take that back. I don't want to say that.
Only one French film is
No.
weird.
Have
I like
you guys seen
smelling people.
That's really true.
You would.
Smelling people is only weird if like you try to secretly do it. Like if you can't just like walk behind somebody and like sniff them. That's that.
Right.
There's a line.
Wait, you can't do that?
No. Yeah, don't admit to that. Definitely.
Oh fuck! What have I been doing all my life? I gotta rethink some things.
That just reminded me. They have this like that My Weird Strange Addiction show. And one of them is this guy, and every time he goes over to somebody's house, like friend, family, whatever, when he goes to the bathroom, he opens the bathtub drain and like gets all the hair out and puts it in a plastic baggie and takes it home.
What? Oh, that's a serial killer.
God. Yeah.
You have to kill people if you do it.
Like I'm gonna clean your bathtub because I am a good person. But holy shit, that
What does he do with the hair? Does he masturbate with it or something?
He didn't admit
He's making
to that.
a merkin.
But I mean, come on, when you do that, you can't not do.
You can't not. You just can't. You've had experience with this, have you?
No, but I know plenty of people who do.
No, but dude, like I thought it was like a considerate thing because I wonder if I'm the only one who thinks like this. But don't you just go
What's the Argentinian thing?
on the street? Shut up! I didn't finish. When you go on the street or like I don't know, commute to work or whatever, and you see everything is dirty inside the bus, and you just wanna grab a mop and clean everything.
Yeah.
Like.
No, I'm a man. I don't
know why. I just want it to be clean. I feel bad for the bus being dirty.
The joke of this is too easy. Don't make me do it.
It could be like an altruistic thing, but at the same time, what the fuck does he do with the hair? Like
he's keeping it.
Yeah,
like,
that's the thing. I thought it
dogs.
was altruistic.
Maybe
Like I said, make an American.
A beard wig.
Beard wig.
The only episode of that show I've seen is like this lady who was like eating her husband's ashes or something.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah,
And not just eating, he carried him around everywhere.
Wasn't it her mom?
Is that not technically illegal? Like, that's cannibalism.
Is it? We here to Scotland and basically exercised her husband into a roast.
Oof. Oh, right.
I mean, to be fair, the ashes in an urn are mostly from the coffin.
Right. It's mostly just carbon.
Yeah. It's most of it is really just the carbon and bone dust.
Right. But like
but it's still
which makes it worse.
Yeah. No. It does make it
it's still horrible.
Well, there was I know what show you're talking about, and there was another one on there where the lady like used bleach for everything.
Yes.
Like she washed with it, she cleaned her floors, like everything else.
Bleach enemas.
Yeah.
Like
watched Fans of Bleach. I think I saw that one too. Is that the same show that did the woman who was addicted to like computer duster?
Yeah,
no, that was the computer duster was on Intervention, and she was like the crazy cat lady.
That's the dumbest intervention. What? You can't say that like a computer duster ruined your life. Nobody's gonna feel sympathy for that. Like you can't have a
I mean, if you're huffing it.
No. You don't get to be on TV for that.
What are you talking? Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know. Okay.
Or she's trying to freeze people's butt cracks like we used to do back in the day.
Feels like I could take over the world.
Yep.
Shut up, Dallas.
There's one thing.
Also, I gotta bounce. I'm supposed to be working, so later.
Yeah, I gotta go back. I gotta go back to work here in a few minutes. So I'll hang out for a little while longer.
So weird.
Okay. One thing that I
like when the cops got there, that was hilarious.
I don't remember it that well.
Yeah. They tried to take her easy, and she wouldn't go. Even the sisters
they tried to make her go to rehab. She said, no.
It's easy, dude. All you had to do with that lady, it's really simple. You open the back door of the cop car, and you take a can of dust and go, blah, 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 blah. Throw it in there.
Throw it in.
It could be empty.
Close the door behind her.
What is she, a fucking golden retriever? Just throw the tennis ball away she goes.
That's like what I used to do to my ex-girlfriend's cat. Used to wake us up in the middle of the fucking night for treats. So I'd go and like throw a treat into the guest room, and he'd run in, and I'd just shut the door behind him.
Yes.
Yep.
That is how it's done.
It's a good way to do it.
He got me back though. He pissed all over my luggage. I had to throw that shit out. It was awful.
You can never beat the cats, man. You can't do it.
No.
They will get you.
That's the only cat that I've ever actually wanted to punt.
Did any of you know that?
Don't awe that. That cat was an asshole.
Yeah, sounds like it. But cats actually domesticated themselves. Like we didn't like bring them in. They just kind of like came into houses and were like, okay, we're staying, and people just kind of accepted that.
Oh no, there are
cats still do to this day.
There are cats that are literally everywhere here in Korea, especially on base, and they just wander around and like dig through trash and shit.
And then look at you if you have food and
Like, okay,
they'll run away. Like, they
I am now.
There was one cat that fucking ate shit, like pulling off of a fucking garbage can or whatever, and just booked it whenever I came near. It was like, Jesus Christ, they're fucking terrified.
At least when I was in California, we were lucky because we had a barn. So we just, like, the cats that would show up and try to get in the house would just toss some food out in the barn and then live in the barn and eat all the mice.
Oh, good old barn cats.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And if you run low, you just go to a Walmart or find an ad where someone has a box of kittens they need to get rid of, buy the whole bunch, and set them up in the barn.
We had a mouse here. We had a mouse here that would haunt us on night shift, and like fucking just like come out and like he would run across the fucking table we did. Our computers were on, and like fucking like run across it. And everyone would like freak out. We was like, "Fucking shit! God damn it, get it!"
It's a mouse.
It was funny because I caught one of them and I got it in the cup or whatever, and as soon as I opened the door to go put it outside or whatever, it fucking jumps out the fucking cup and goes to the floor, and I'm sitting there going, no! My coworker heard me screaming, keep running. He was like, "Oh, I was hoping the mouse had jumped on your arm." I was like, "No, I'd probably just end up killing myself then."
Oh God!
Just set yourself on fire and just accept the fate.
Oh, speaking of setting yourself on fire, holy shit! Have you seen the? Well, it's a little old. It's like from ago, I guess, because it's 2016. But holy shit! Have you seen this one article trying to relate black metal to feminism?
No, what the fuck?
What?
I think
I made a tweet on this. Hold on, I'm gonna share the tweet.
Wait, didn't Stark cover this in like feminism, like metalheads or anti-feminists like that?
There's a black metal band with a female singer, and she sounds like a fucking dude. It's fucking crazy. And she has like the deepest fucking growls I've ever fucking heard.
Are you talking about Hansel and Gretel?
No, I'm talking about Abnormality.
Hansel and Gretel isn't.
They had one song on Rock Band, and that was
that's true.
It was fucking insane.
Yeah, because I got to go see Hansel and Gretel once live, and the lead singer is this crazy dominatrix looking woman named Voss.
Yeah.
Or Voss.
That's awesome.
And yeah, her voice is like a man's growly guttural voice and shit. And then you see her on stage. She's technically German, but she's not from Germany. None of them are from Germany,
even though New York.
Yeah,
they're from New York.
But they sing in like half German, half English. They're like a concept band.
All of the songs are like lots of Nazism. So there is like, I don't know. Hold on. They have songs about. Oh shit! I can't remember.
There's Third Reich from the Sun, SS Death Star, Super Galactic.
So there's a female singer that'll flash her tits on stage just randomly during songs.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
It's like, is it good or is it bad? Because that could go two ways.
Like, what do you mean? What do you mean if it's good or bad? Like, does she have nice tits?
They're titties.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like fried eggs hanging on a nail is like what you want to see.
She's got like boobies and steves, so it's like pretty nice to see. But
nice. Okay. Well, then I'll say.
Anyway, I'm gonna share the screen.
Okay, Jeff, I saw that. I watched the Kekistan video again.
Yeah, you can share. Oh, never mind. Maybe that's
I was showing it to my coworker, and like we're going through the Kekistan section.
While I set myself on fire. Good night.
Look at this. Look at this shit. Okay, I actually made notes on this because I was losing it completely. Ecofeminism, social justice, and the future of black metal. Holy fucking shit!
Someone get Derek on that.
No, don't you fucking dare.
No, hold on.
Someone has finally topped feminist glaciers.
I'm gonna read the things I underlined. Okay, so black metal's concern for the environment is not.
Oh shit! Out.
They got her.
Where'd she go?
They got her.
The feminists got her.
Oh God, who's next?
It was the globalists. The globalists got her.
Iran black metal shared the view that society's malfunctions can be traced back to historically man's obsessive need to control everything that appears to be controllable. Holy fucking shit, what are you smoking? It gets worse. It gets fucking worse, man.
Oh god.
Unleash the prince.
Jesus fuck. I lost my shit. Holy fuck.
Go
Jesus
on.
fuck.
That's terrible.
All right, guys. I gotta go.
All right, later, buddy. Good to see you, man.
I'm still waiting for the woke metal kid.
Woke metalhead child. So my woke 8-year-old metalhead kid said that.
I'm speaking. So Jeff, me and my coworker were watching the I Am Kekistan video, and
Oh, great.
As soon as it got to the chick with the big ass titties, we were just like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, Toya, she is a very, very lovely woman with a very big personality.
You track land.
She's got lots of plot.
She's a fucking sweetheart, but yeah, no, I know. It's
I am aware.
She's
can't
eye-catching.
not notice that.
She is eye-catching. She's a pretty lady. So yeah.
I gotta rewatch that video now. I forgot the person.
I submitted a Corpse Paint clip, and Jeffrey ignored it like a motherfucker.
I did not look.
You didn't notice.
So many got lost.
I know.
So many. It was.
I know. Don't worry.
Yeah, mine too.
You were going to make it up to me, and you never did, though. Keeping count of the times you want to make up to me and never do.
I just got to get down to Argentina, and make sure my jaw is really well exercised.
No, shut up.
Oh my.
Shut up. Hey.
You need to suck her huge dong so well that her juice just goes immediately into your stomach. You just fucking.
It's a big clit.
Well, on that note, I'm getting some Papa John's. All y'all enjoy your day. This is all because of Burger King. I can't. I'm hungry now. Now I need food, and I'm too lazy to get myself.
I was lucky. My dad dropped off Sonic right before the stream.
Oh, I hate. Okay. All right. Well, Jeff, you have a good one. Everybody enjoy the stream.
You too, man. Cheers, buddy.
Bye.
Peace out.
Shit, it went black and white again. Fuck.
You know what we really need to do, Chris. Jen just reminded me of this in the chat.
Hidden colors.
We need to do another Hidden Colors. We really do.
Dude, we dropped that shit so hard. We need to go back.
I know.
By the way, are you gonna watch Me Was Kangs the movie, aka Black Panther?
Oh, well,
this time backdated to like the 3rd.
I honestly think Black Panther might turn out pretty good. I don't think it's going to be like Kang-Z.
I know, but it kind of just felt like that's what all the trick and chic is trying to say. See, Black Panther is a documentary. Like, no, motherfucker, it's a comic book movie.
Right.
Yeah. And I remember when the first time it came out, I remember seeing articles from like BuzzFeed and shit like that being like, oh, white people are so mad at how unapologetic black it is, and nobody gave a shit.
Yeah,
they just care that the thing is good,
Nobody's really good.
What upsets me about that whole thing is that people are obviously with everything these days trying to politicize it and make it like this is against my group or this is for my group. When in reality, most people who like Marvel, I mean, I don't even know that much about Black Panther. I didn't read it a lot, but I know the basics. The base character, and Black Panther is a really cool character. Like, he's not only a king of an extremely powerful, in the Marvel universe, powerful but small nation because they're the only place to get vibranium.
Right.
He's also, and I know there's been multiple characters like that throughout, but the idea of a super-powered warrior king who is not only, responsible for the socio-political guidance of his people, but is also the supreme protector of his people and, on a larger scale, the world when called upon by his other compatriots in the superhero realm. It's just really cool. A lot of people don't really care about what's really going down. The subtext of they're just looking forward to, holy crap, Black Panther movie, cool suit, claws, all that shit. Fuck yeah. And I want to see if they actually delve into where he gets his powers, because if I recall, the king of Wakanda has to eat like a forbidden fruit thing that gives him his powers.
Right.
So that's one thing I hate about the Marvel movies is that they'll sacrifice storytelling for just general audience appeal. That's one of the reasons why I don't own like any of the Marvel films on Blu-ray is because they don't have any appeal past like one watch, like one sit down, watch the movie, you're done. That's like all that.
It's like
had more appeal.
It's like I've watched them both now. Doctor Strange and Dark World kind of felt like it was just Marvel holding your hand and taking you on a Disney tour. Like, okay, here's this. We got to get through this so we can get onto the bigger rides. Because Dark World, I mean, no matter how much they threw into it, it just felt so kind of like boring and unimpressive. And Doctor Strange was kind of just like, it was a kind of a paint by the numbers origin story. It's like, okay, we have to have Doctor Strange. Here you go.
Yeah, the only two interesting things from Doctor Strange was the character was an asshole and the visuals were cool. But the character was an asshole part was just sort of glossed over. It was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have spent a little more time showing what a douchebag Stephen Strange was, but I mean, it doesn't. Let's be honest. To establish somebody as a douchebag doesn't take a lot of work.
No.
Yeah. Like
and he does it so well too. Benedict. He played the part fairly well with what they showed. I'm sure there's a ton more like cuts.
Here we say he's a character actor who's good at playing a pompous, arrogant dick.
No.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. So, have you guys heard about this? They do it like every year, and have been for the past few years. But there's always like a controversy surrounding James Bond, 007.
Oh Lord, yes, I've heard about it.
Yeah, and it happened like last year and happened the year before that. But this year they've started up again, and they're like, people of color and women might replace white men as the new James Bond.
Okay, honestly, I have no problem with a black guy or doing it because
the thing about James Bond is that being a guy is part of his character.
Yeah,
it is part of who he is because he is this misogynistic womanizer throughout the books and stuff, and that's part of his character. So you can't changing that is just kind of weird. But I'm not opposed to it because I'm not a James Bond fan, but I can see why people are opposed to it. But trying to apply the same logic to the Doctor is different. Like the Doctor is like his character isn't a white male; it's just an altruistic person.
It's a designation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and
here's what I think. If you guys heard the theory that James Bond isn't his real name; it's just a
designation.
Code name.
Yeah.
Yeah, a designation.
Multiple people.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool because let's say they got a black, let's say they got like Idris Elba to play it. Then that would basically say, hey, this is, and the cool thing is you could have a pass Bond.
So what you're saying is James Bond is the Dread Pirate Roberts?
Exactly.
That's good.
If they were to go back and basically say that it was like a code name or whatever, then sure they could throw women in there, but as
I don't think
it wouldn't work the way it was.
Well, isn't that what the designation 007 is though? Supposed to be just an MI6 designation?
No, but basically,
if they did do that, it wouldn't be James Bond 007. It would be this person 007.
Well, no,
the designation 007 got passed.
They would have to establish within their own series of movies that 007 is a designation instead of an actual person.
Like that's the pseudonym you would use when you get the 007
I think
position.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
And I think if they do that, if they establish that it's just a code name, then they could conceivably throw women in there. But as it stands right now, you can't really do that because it's part of Bond's character.
Yeah, or maybe you have it like 007s when they're men, they're James Bond. Like that's a title. It's like goes along with a male 007 agent, and that's only
but as it is right now, it's only a fan theory. It's not legit canon.
Exactly.
Well, okay, so let's break it down like this. So if James Bond is a moniker that all 007s end up taking on to themselves. Well, when you think about a James Bond movie, you don't think about, the 007 movies. You think the James Bond movies. So obviously, having a female James Bond is not necessarily going to work. You could have a female 007 agent, but she's going to have a different name.
Exactly.
But if they want to do that, I'm totally down. I'm totally into it. But the thing that's driving me crazy is, so this year there's a movie that came out. I don't know if anybody here saw it. Not a lot of people did. It's called Atomic Blonde.
Yeah, I heard about it. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Okay. It was Charlize Theron. She trained for weeks and weeks and weeks. She was training with Keanu Reeves while he was training for John Wick 2. Like, she went all fucking into this, and she's a great actress.
She always does. Always puts everything in.
So the action scenes are incredible. Her performance is fucking great. Problem is that it was just a mess of a fucking script. But it was effectively the lesbian James Bond, Jane Bond, right? Because she's a pussy hound. She's a fucking pussy hound. So it was like James Bond, but if it was a woman, and it worked. It worked great. But the script was a fucking mess. So they didn't end up like making more, which is unfortunate. But I wish that they would do that, or at least like try and have another go at it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and like what I don't get is why they're so fixated on redoing old movies, like iconic movies, and replacing the characters with what they want. Why not why not make a Mata Hari movie?
Because it takes
fucking amazing.
Because it takes too much time and effort to build something up from the ground up to make it stand side by side with something that's already established.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of it has to do, though. I wonder how much of it has.
This is one of the things. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I wonder how much of it has to do with the fact that Hollywood really, really, really has this huge raging boner for remaking everything. They don't want to do anything new. And so it's almost like a vicious, it's a cycle that keeps feeding on itself.
Well,
you have all these crazy people on the left that want to gender bend everything, and then Hollywood that doesn't want to take any chances.
Yeah, and like my thing is that this all comes down to fanboy entitlement and how people try to insert their own things into stories that they just want to throw in. They don't.
Yeah.
That's probably why there'll never be like a really good CGI animated Warhammer 40K
vision or anything. Ooh. They just want to throw their own shit in, and that's one of the things that's making me want to make a YouTube video about it. I'm gonna record a YouTube video soon of me breaking down why fanboy entitlement is destroying our media, and how our reverence and how our reverence for all these titles like Star Wars is destroying it for future viewers, because people trying to get this whole like trying to get Last Jedi taken out of Star Wars canon really pisses me off. Like, who the fuck are you to tell me what's in my story? Like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, go make your own.
Well, my lunch break is over, so I'm gonna go.
All right.
Okay. Cheers, Mel.
Bye.
Take it easy, Jeff.
Yeah, that's basically what the YouTube video is going to be about. Is just how shitty fandoms have become because of how entitled people have become to having stories told and being pandered to.
Well, and they love putting in like their what is it, Mary Sue's, like the perfect character. They want to be.
Oh no. One of the Star Wars, one of the Last Jedi reviews I listened to, I immediately stopped watching because he used Mary Sue wrong. He was because he was talking about how Poe didn't get hit during the first space battle. He's like, "Oh, it's just this Mary Sue bullshit." I'm like, "Okay, you're wrong. You're automatically wrong.
Go sit in the corner in your wrongness."
Poe was a very flawed character. That's what's interesting about him.
Yeah. That was the whole movie. It was him, trying to learn a lesson, and I don't know why, but I loved The Last Jedi, and anyone that hates it, like downright hates it, I can't stand to listen to. But
I'll put it this way.
Here's a quick interesting thing. All right, you know how that whole scene where Leia's talking to as Sorkin calls her Vice Admiral Gender Studies, and he's like saying, "Oh, we've known each other for a long time." It felt like Indiana Jones and Crystal Skull were like, "Hey, Jonesy, we've known each other for a long time since like, yeah, you knew each other off screen. You didn't do anything
Well,
to establish that."
The thing is that they've Disney has started their own extended universe where they're starting to do book tie-ins and stuff. And Holdo was in one. It was in the Leia book that was released before the Force Awakens.
Wait, when was she? I don't remember that one. I read Bloodlines.
Yeah, something like that. And she's in one of the books about Leia or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, it might have been, but I didn't read that. See, that's the problem. When you rely too much on off-screen stuff,
yeah,
it alienates casuals.
But I didn't hate her character, like, and especially considering I'm in the army, I like understood her position. I was like, yeah, go, I agree, whatever. You don't want to tell him because he's sort of a hothead and he's
but I
he's
think
brash or whatever. Okay,
if she didn't say, like, I understand her not needing to explain to him, but I think she just said, "Listen, I have a plan, and it's just trust me." Leia would approve, like kind of thing.
Well, let's avoid getting too deep into spoilers. Like that's not really anything bad. It doesn't really ruin anything for anybody. But I will say, looking at Star Wars: The Last Jedi in a critical manner, I saw so many fucking problems. But the thing is that when I go to watch a movie, first, before I even analyze it, I just absorb the movie, and I loved it. I fucking loved it. I thought it was a really fun movie. I enjoyed it.
And like, to me, it's just one of those movies that even like I can agree with most of the criticisms, but I still love it anyways. Like,
yeah.
I kind of want them to bring Lando back for 9.
I hope they do.
He needs to come back. Yeah, he's their only hope.
And that was one of the things. Like the Last Jedi is like honestly one of the only Star Wars movies I outright love. Like most of them to me are just just fun to watch. They're not like super great in my eyes, but this one really like surprised me. That's what I loved about it, especially the fucking that one scene. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. That beautiful shot in space.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that was awesome.
I say it should have been Akbar instead. It would have more meaning.
Yeah, but
I almost walked out after, and then I was just like, okay, I can't take it seriously anymore. I'm sorry, I just can't.
What, the light speed thing?
Maybe I'm thinking of a different scene.
No, you're thinking of the what's it called? Are you thinking about the whole please hold?
Yeah.
I still think it'd be funny if it had been Akbar, then they could have yelled Alua Akbar, Admiral Akbar.
Dude, that would have been amazing.
but that would also had more meaning because it would have been like, him going out on a high note.
Yeah.
True.
Proper send off for that.
My dad
episode 9.
Admiral Akbar.
This was the only one my dad didn't like, and he's gone to every Star Wars opening day, like not the midnight showing, but the opening day, like from the get-go, New Hope, and this was the only one he didn't like. But I've heard a lot of people that really, really enjoyed it, and the parts I got to see, I really enjoyed.
It seems like more people become exasperated as they think about it. Like they may enjoy it initially, but then they start thinking about it and they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like Star Wars isn't meant to be this deep, like.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was meant to be just a space opera.
It's a space opera. But the thing that I enjoyed out of it was that it did sort of delve into some philosophical things about the Force, and that's something I wanted out of a Star Wars movie, and it did just that while also remaining true to that space opera like feel.
Holy cow!
Moo.
Holy shit, man!
What?
Yeah. So some
the fucking
apparently
going to shit.
Yeah, apparently.
They're raiding the chat, maybe.
Apparently, somebody in the Kumite decided to try and come over and raid as we're having our casual conversation about Star Wars. It's very clever, guys.
What they do?
What's happening?
I don't know.
Maybe
Whatever.
I don't know. Maybe
Just ignore it. It's fine.
I don't know.
It's fine. I'll
Like,
just block them all.
Are people still like bitching about the whole fucking Kraut situation?
Yeah, some people are.
They have no. The
no.
thing is, there's a bunch of people that have this gigantic hate boner for Jeffrey, and they
They do.
haven't letting it go.
I don't know why. Like, Jeff had like nothing to do with it. Like,
Holy shit.
what the fuck?
It's
Okay, anyway.
It's because we have a lot of very young adults that don't understand how to be a proper adult and accept an apology when it's made.
Exactly.
It's fine. Like, let's not talk about it. It doesn't matter. But
Someone in Ryby's server was like trying to be like, oh, Jeff's apology was half-assed. I'm like, how is it half-assed when it's an hour and a half fucking long? Like, how's that half-assed?
I kind of don't want to go into it too much just because like it's kind of awkward and I don't know. I think Jeff's probably had enough about it, but you can tell me if I'm overstepping my bounds here. I'm just kind of over it.
You guys can talk about whatever you want, but like, yeah, I've been over it for a while now.
Yeah.
I thought that was the best apology video I've ever seen done because most people don't do it. You did a great job, and you know what?
Most importantly, you did it without editing.
Fuck off.
I have an interesting idea. The concept that when it comes to the quote-unquote skeptic community is you might call generalists and specialists. You know that concept from like evolution, or you have a specialist and a generalist. Well, I think what happened is a lot of the specialists, those who are focusing on a certain topic, are basically running out of food, and they're getting mad at the generalists.
I just think
I don't know. It is what it is. I started watching before.
To me, the whole situation was fucked from the beginning, and people need to just move on. And honestly, it's not like they were passing out addresses. Like, oh, you know my name. Okay, cool.
Well, the thing about it that's irritating to me is, like, by and large, I really didn't have hardly anything to fucking do with it. Like, even joining these fucking servers is for emotional support for a mentally unstable fucking German. After all this shit started going down, I had people that I know in real life sending me text messages with fucking screenshots and shit that I'd never seen before of like Kraut and this other person who I don't want to name because they've been fucking sending me these weird threats and shit.
Are you talking about Beth?
I don't want to. Look, dude, I don't even want to say the fucking dude's name. I've already gotten him threatening me enough as it is.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't bring up the extraterrestrial cuck, okay?
But like, and I was actually watching. I was watching Andy Warsh's stream on the whole situation with Ryby, and the whole entire time I was just sort of like. I was just sort of like hating Kraut and hating the fucking chick that was just bawling her fucking eyes out during the entire stream, and I was just like, you're both assholes at this point. I don't care about either of you.
Crying. You shouldn't be crying on stream, like having a full breakdown. Jeez.
What, that girl?
There's one of those feminist girls that, like, whenever she talks, it literally sounds like she's on the verge of just bawling her eyes out, and it's like I can't even listen. Like it's like nails on a chalkboard to me. I can't even.
Yeah, when I found out she was a race realist, I'm like, wow, no one should ever take you seriously.
Yeah, like,
I was like, what the fuck?
And of course, she's one of the sissy proof ones that's like,
the thing that made me really mad was how smug she was. She was smug as fuck on that stream, and it just irritated me. And I was just like, ugh, you're scum.
Yeah, no one likes the smug bastard.
And I like.
She's like, I'm a psychologist, man. I'm just like, calm your tits.
I'm a smug bastard.
No one gets supposed to be a psychologist.
Indeed. Oh, so somebody actually, this is an interesting one. So somebody said Aiden possibly losing your teacher job is hilarious. No, dude.
No.
Here's the thing. Dude, fuck off, Whitey. Kiss my ass, fucking dickhead.
I quite like Aiden, and I know she kind of had a meltdown, but I kind of understand
shit.
why. And I think she has said before, and forgive me if I'm incorrect, I think she said that she's ASD before, and so that's kind of why she had the interest that she does in the field that she does. And it kind of like strikes a chord with me because I know what it's like to have a meltdown and like just be pissed off because you can't stop it. Like once it starts, you can't stop it, and it's frustrating, and it just makes things 100 times worse.
Right.
It is what it is.
The thing that drives me crazy about the Aiden thing is like her, despite the fact that a lot of people keep pushing this idea that like her picture was posted in any of these crowd servers, like her herself will tell everybody her picture was posted in that one guy's private Discord. Like it was never in any of the crowd servers. I had nothing to fucking do with it. But
I just felt bad because she was very upset, and I do quite and I find her videos quite fascinating.
Oh yeah,
it's not anything that really interested me before. So
have you seen the people trying to deny that you can have private servers on Discord? Like, there's no such thing as private channels and private servers. And it's like, what?
Well, I can shut that down. I can shut that down really simply. My own private Discord server, I have it set up to where if I don't give you a certain role or a role above that, you can't see shit. It looks like a dead server. No text channels, nothing. And I did that for that exact purpose.
I don't get Discord.
People saying that can kiss my ass.
Moving on.
Moving on. Last little thing I'll say is very simple. If you're so fucking thirsty for drama, if you're so fucking determined for drama, you gotta send people over to do a raid on a fucking Patreon hangout. Honestly, you're fucking pathetic, and fuck you anyway. So moving on. Let's go back to talking about something interesting, like I don't know, Star Wars.
Porn?
Way more interesting.
Oh, there's gonna be a good.
Hey, I have a question for you, Jeff. Did you ever warm up to the new Star Trek, or did you completely wash your hands of it?
I gave up. I gave up. I tried. I really tried.
I saw 28 seconds of it, and I was like, "Fuck this!" I liked the one with Jean-Luc Picard and the chick a lot better.
Yeah.
See that type of breakdown. Jeff's breakdown is like a perfect example of how fanboys should critique things that they like, that or things that they don't like about a series they're really into. Because a lot of fanboys will just spout off just total bullshit and just fucking
they just dig holes because they'll start talking about sometimes things that they kind of know about, but they might veer off where they're wrong, and you're just looking at them like, okay, you should stop now while you're ahead. Just stop.
And like, so back to this movie Martyrs I was watching. Have you guys seen Hostel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's very much inspired by Hostel, but it's like 10 times better than that fucking movie. That movie's honestly shit.
You mentioned that earlier.
And
nothing is shittier than Samurai Cop.
That shit was awesome. I told my
that terrible Beowulf movie Jeff made us watch.
I forgot I made you guys watch that fucking.
You mean the one with Raiden in it?
Animated one?
I thought he meant the one with with Angelina Jolie, and I was like, all right, cool. That one still sucks, but I like it somewhat. No.
I made him watch the Christopher Lambert one.
Oh God!
Oh, you're evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is.
Evil.
The one with Angelina Jolie was all right. It was the effects were pretty cool. Like I like the animation.
Some of the characters had a really strong uncanny valley effect, but for the most part, they did a really good job.
Well, see,
what they had to work with.
When it came out, I was really young, and I saw it, and I thought it had real people in it. Like I thought it was a legit like live action movie, and I saw it, and I was like, "Well, this is animation. What?"
Wish the scenes with Angelina Jolie were a bit longer, but
But no, when it comes to Star Trek Discovery, the thing I've had people tell me, and Monday Matt is one of them, and he's been trying to tell me that like by episode 6 or 7, it actually gets really good, and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry,
well,
I can't, I fucking
honestly, if a show doesn't catch you at like episode 3 or 4, then no point.
You know what's
Like,
actually really
No,
good?
the point that you
Orville.
brought up of the main character just being so unlikable was it just resonated. It was I'm just like, dude, I don't like this chick. It has nothing to do with what anybody looks like or some of these like it was the worst part. Like how am I supposed to watch this program when you're going to focus on one person and their garbage?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute garbage.
I can't get over the whole space water bears using space mushrooms to travel like any fucking sense. It's so weird.
It does in their little.
Where's all the
fairy tale
background
brains
noise
where they
coming
think they're
from?
like, oh, hold on, let me see if that's me. It's here. Hold on.
It was a child's toy doing like Oh McDonald or.
That was me then. Okay. Sorry. That
Oh,
was
yeah, sorry.
my 3-year-old's running around in his underwear and my shitlord hat that I just got from Jeff.
That might require a photo. I'm just saying.
Well, as soon as I get him changed, I can get a photo because he's also been feeding the dog French fries one at a time. And so once I get him changed, I'll get so you guys can see both the puppers and the kid because they're both. Really
I can't wear that hat until I go back to the States because here on base you can't wear anything with vulgar language on it.
Oh no, you'll get yelled at.
But I'm gonna wear it on my way back to the States, definitely.
Hell yeah!
I wish I could wear it. I'm pretty sure most of this uber right-wing conservative Christian crowd wouldn't like it too much.
Probably not.
I already get pissed about my Bullet Club t-shirts. I'm like, it's just wrestling, dude. Calm down.
But
honk honk.
Oh, sorry. But like, I'm seriously thinking, would you mind, Jeff, if I made my own shill hat based off of yours?
No, by all means, go for it.
Because that's what I get. Because I get into arguments. In fact, I just had one on Twitter where this guy was arguing that testimonials from 4 people on Facebook saying that baking soda cures cancer, blushwood bear, some kind of berry in Australia cures cancer. And,
oh God!
And then they were misquoting. I just ordered the whole thing. There was a study done that it was like the effects of chemotherapy in adult malignant cancer and survival rates past 5 years. And what the study said was that 2% made it like live to 5 years with chemotherapy alone. The other 98% used either, some of them died, but most of them lived using like radiation treatment and like combination treatments.
Yeah.
But they have twisted it so that 98% of chemo patients die, and like I swear I want to blow an aneurysm every single time.
It's almost like Ben Shapiro. It's almost like Ben Shapiro fucking trying to quote a study done on trans people and their acceptance in a society in relation to their suicide. So he quotes this fucking study, quotes it wrong, like gives credit to the wrong institute at some university, and then tries to say that it says that the suicide rates are not tied to how accepted they are in society, when in reality the real study says the exact opposite.
Yeah, and then hundreds of thousands of people start quoting what he said without ever looking at the original study, and that it just explodes.
I have a sergeant here that says the same shit. I'm just like, you're wrong.
You forgot the most funniest point of them all. Those fucking idiots who want to say like that bloodroot and other shit like that can cure cancer, but want to completely ignore that certain strains of marijuana actually can fucking help cancer.
Yeah, well, and like
what I find really interesting is that there are just as many things that can supposedly cure cancer as that supposedly cause cancer.
Right. But like
everything,
I eat my blackened chicken. If it gives me cancer, who cares? It's delicious.
Yeah,
I'm American. I'll eat my bacon if I
and they're.
One of the biggest problems that you have here, especially when it comes to cancer, is that like cancer is not one thing.
Exactly.
There's innumerable.
It's over 200
hundreds.
different types.
Yeah.
Me and my friend are doing a paper on it. We're at 19 pages on like all the mixed chemotherapy and sorry, I'm gonna have to text her back. That was her calling me to finish working on this thing. But it's insane how many strains there are, and then all the different chemotherapies. You can't just, when people say, "Oh, well, chemotherapy this," well, which one? because there's way to sell because I'm having a brain fart right now. There's ones that don't. There's so many different forms that you can't just say, oh, chemo. No, you need to know which one and if it's combined with what. And it's way more complex. I know. Thank you. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's way more complex than people want to give it credit for.
Because you want simple answers.
And there's not gonna be one cure to cancer either.
No, they won't.
I can give you a really simple answer. Oregon should pump their own gas, and maybe they can be a little bit more self-sufficient.
Oh my god!
The other thing that's really important to remember about cancer too, and this is probably the thing that's an uncomfortable truth for a lot of people, is if you technically removed every other barrier from aging, every other barrier that could cause you any kind of physical disease or virus, you would still probably die from cancer because of what cancer is and how cancer develops in your body. And so, taking well, that's different. But if you want to address the problem of cancer, you have to look at it not like you would look at it as a disease or a virus or a like a genetic disorder. You have to look at it specifically like how cancer works. And so that's why when I had these issues with like the Steven Crowder thing, he's like, we should take the money from the AIDS and put it into the cancer. It's like, dude,
there's not the cancer.
Right.
There's not the
cancer. No. What happened is Stuart Crowder was trying to talk about the constellation cancer. He wants to do astrology research.
Why did he try to use that as a fucking excuse? That's actually a great damn idea.
Well, and anyways, no matter what, even there always is going to be these magical cures that fix everything that don't work. And like one of the reasons I get them a lot is I have a progressive demyelinating disorder called neuromyelitis optica. Basically, like my body is eating the covering on my nerves. On top of like I have degenerative disc disease, so I'm already in a wheelchair. But like there's all these people that want to just find these cures because the fact that I'm probably only going to live about 5 to 10 more years makes them uncomfortable. And I think that's a big reason why people keep pushing all these cures is thinking about other people getting sick makes them so uncomfortable because they have to think about their own mortality and like when I've explained things to family, I had to console them crying when I'm the one with the progressive terminal illness.
Yeah,
and it affects others when it's not like when you're just seeing it affects you differently.
See, I don't have any type like I'm pretty healthy as it is. I've almost never had any like major sickness or anything, and I think about my own mortality a lot, and sometimes it gives me panic attacks. So I just tend not to think about it.
If you don't like being confronted with mortality, it scares us.
And I'm the complete opposite. I don't mind dying. I just want to die in either a cool or interesting way. I just don't want to go out like some fucking stupid little way.
Dude, I think my dad. I think my husband has a really good way of putting it. He said, "I'm not scared of dying. I'm scared of how I'm going to die."
Exactly.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, like
one of the things, I don't want some stupid fucking retard trying to steal my wallet and he stabs me to death. Or
My thing is that I'm both scared of mortality and immortality.
Oh yeah,
the thought of either terrifies me.
Yeah, they're both.
Hey, look, it's a unicorn.
Well,
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I gotta pee. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring them in soon again. I just.
They're such a pretty hair color.
But yeah,
Thank you.
I actually want to explore.
I just started.
I actually want to explore the themes of mortality versus immortality in one of the books.
That's all I got.
Hey.
Like it's about an android and a human in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But the twist is that the humans are the minority, where the androids are majority.
Mm-hmm.
And they've developed cures to aging and stuff in humans, and also have it to where you can convert yourself basically to their own race.
So like a reverse bionic man kind of thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
and
it.
like,
I really like that idea.
and like, and the thing is that the chick in the relationship, she wants him, the main guy, to go through either process, and is really trying to push him to do it. But the whole book is him reliving his memories with her as he's going through the process, and then wakes up, and then finds out that she got him the process, and he's so distraught that since he's still going through the process, and the nanites are still forming everything in his brain, it triggers a seizure. And in that seizure, it erases all his memories of her because it causes him so much distress.
Yeah.
And he ends up forgetting about her and not being able to form new memories with her.
That's actually a really good idea. Like, I really kind of want to read a book like that.
The
now.
only way I would do any is if I get and I come out like this. Stick my hair, and we become one. Fly around.
Sorry about that. I had a little pee. Jesus Christ.
You missed my really cool book idea.
Come here. Yeah, it was really good.
Somebody is getting really.
One of my inspirations for it was Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Like that was where like because at first it was just going to be exploring their relationship or whatever, and then him going through the process. And it was like, what if he's just reliving his memories through the process, and then he wakes up? It would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, because that would be a nice twist at the end. Yeah, someone doesn't have headphones or something's going on.
We've been saying this for like the last 5 minutes.
Yes, we have.
I think it's Zosha.
God damn it! It's always me. For fuck's sake. Okay, I guess I got. Because I don't have any other headphones.
I'm trying to me because I'm on my phone right now with no headphones.
I mean,
yeah, me too.
I got my earphones plugged into my laptop, so when I got in the house, I switched my phone to the laptop.
Come here.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Maybe I'll see you later then.
No.
I mean, like, isn't there like an awful lot of feedback?
It's a bit of feedback. I mean, like you can always just like hit the mute button back and forth. I've had to do that before when my headphones broke.
Wait, I can try and do that.
That's cool. I don't mind.
We're only gonna be online for like another 3 minutes, and then we'll just hang out offline anyway. Like, whatever. It's all good.
I'm actually.
I just want to ask Jeff a question.
Cutie. Yeah, go for it, man.
Okay, how the fuck did your wife give birth to your child, but all a porn star that's really a dude? I can't figure this out.
Oh yeah. The rumors that Mems is a tranny and a porn star. There's a rumor that, no. This is good. There's a rumor that I have HIV. That one's really funny.
And you have pedo tattoos. You're covered in pedo tattoos.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. God. No, I'm gonna get those. I'm gonna get those triangles filled in. It's the fucking uncertainty principle. But I like spirals, so I did the triangles as spirals, and then like somebody sent me the link to like what that is. Like years and years later.
Yeah.
Oh, that I'm like, mother.
Those things are those real like things. Those real things like
good. I can take the heat off of you saying this. Don't worry. I'm getting Nordic runes around my wrist, Shamrock around my bows, and flesh between the two. I'm gonna take all the fucking heat off you in a minute.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff, those wheel things on your forearms reminds me of fucking Kingdom Hearts.
The Chaos Stars? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no clue, but I see them all over the place, including a really heavy metal music video. The guy Chuck has that on the back, so I have no fucking clue what it is though.
I have we got the baby. Yes, thank you. He's a little ham. He loves the camera. He's only 3.5, but he's in like 5 and 6T clothes.
Oh God,
like,
my
he's
hope
a
is Tim
beast.
Burton.
He's gonna be a YouTuber. Uh-oh.
Right? Oh Lord. Well, and like I used to call him. Oops. What did I do? I used to call him Jackalope but because he's so big, we renamed it to Jack the Moose. So I got a skull tattoo of a rabbit with moose antlers like on my shoulders. And from there, I now have a totem pole of skulls up my back, like with a deer, a bear, a wolf, and an eagle. And I got to finish getting it filled out. And I need to add one more, which is going to be a weasel skull for this little guy.
Aww.
This is the Winston.
He's been talking to us the entire time. He wants the comic books.
Yes, he does. He does.
Hey.
He's the good one. He's the one who tells me when I'm about to like have a seizure. So.
Aw, good dog.
He's a very good dog.
My dog doesn't eat before.
He steals French fries.
So real quick, guys, real quick. So we're gonna go offline. We're gonna keep hanging out, but I wanted to say a very special thank you to the people with such a little going on in their life that they increased the usual viewer count of the Patreon streams by double.
Wow!
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy screaming into the dark and banging against your block. That's you enjoy that. To everybody else, have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Appreciate you guys. Love you very much. We'll see you later. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.